Hi everyone, welcome back. Okay, in the earlier video, the tutorial, we learned about namespace and class. We just started how to define a class, and then how to create the instance of the class. And in the last video, I told you before going into inheritance, okay, I'll be telling something about, or I'll be providing training on about some file handling in Python, which is default file handling. Okay, later we'll be learning about more file handlings in pandas, okay, which is to do for the work of data science. Okay, that is data frames. Okay, so we'll be learning about how to do data frames later on, but here I just want to show you all how to do some file handling in Python. Okay, so basically I'll tell you about how to open a file, okay, and how to read and write information, how to write information to the file, and how to read the information from the file, and how to save it, how to close it. Okay, so in as just like our print and input functions, the inbuilt functions in Python, we also have another inbuilt function called open. Okay, this what this function returns is, okay, what it does is it opens the file. It takes actually it takes three parameters. Here I'll talk about the two parameters. The first parameter, okay, is the name of the file you want to open, and second parameter is the mode in which you want to open your file. Okay, the mode may be in read only mode, write only mode, okay, read write mode, okay, write read mode, or append mode. Okay, here, okay, it may be R, okay, which is for read only, R plus, which is for read and write, okay, and W is for write, and W plus is for write and read. Okay, and here A is for append. Okay, A plus means append plus reading. Okay, for reading as well as for appending and reading. Okay, so you can append and read it. Okay, so there are other ways to different modes. There are some other different modes, binary modes, to open your file, which I'll not be discussing here. Okay, here I'll will basically use A plus. Okay, which means open the file in append mode, as well as you will be able to read it. Okay, if you use W, okay, it overwrites the file. So A doesn't overwrite the file, and if the file doesn't exist, okay, it will create a file. Okay, so here now inside the so this returns, okay, of value, which is the name of the file. Okay, and it is stored in the data file variable now. Okay, now this data file variable has some attributes. Okay, here we'll be talking about the name attribute. Okay, what it means is, okay, display the name, okay, that is stored in this variable object. Okay, this object. Okay, so it should say datafile.txt. Okay, now this line, okay, what it does is, inside this data file now, in this variable now, which is also an object, okay, has some methods, okay, inside it. Okay, similar to we had string methods, list methods. Here this data file, which is a file object, okay, actually this returns a file object, okay, has now a method called write. Okay, so what does write do is, okay, it takes a string parameter. This method takes a string parameter, and it writes, okay, to the file which is associated with this data file variable or the object. Okay, now file object, this is a file object. Okay, and here I'm doing another write. Okay, here you may see slash n, okay, which is your backward slash n, it means a new line. Okay, here also a new line or new line. Okay, so I'm writing 3 lines to this particular text file. Okay, now this is the way to close the file. Okay, data file dot close, the file object dot close, and this is a method, so you need to have open and close braces. Okay, now again here I'm opening the file, okay, in read only mode. Okay, and I'm saying print data file dot read lines. Okay, now read lines is a method again, okay, which reads the lines starting from the beginning to the end of the file object. Okay, data file is a file object here. Okay, then I'm closing it here, which I already showed here. Okay, this one opens in read only mode. Okay, opens in read only mode. Okay, read lines. Okay, read lines. Reads all lines from the file. Okay, now let's execute. So when we execute, we should see name of the file is, it will give the name of the file, then after whatever content we have written to the file, these contents will be displayed by this one. Okay, let's see. Here you go. Okay, so name of the file is data file.txt. This is given by this particular command, and here I'm saying this line read lines, so it has read the lines. We see it in this way here. Okay, see this data. Okay, we are seeing it in this way. Okay, in actual, okay, when you go and look into the data file.txt, okay, we'll see there are 3 different lines. Okay, so let's go and see the text file. Here the text file is created here. See, there are 3 lines. Okay, now let's try to re-execute. Okay, but let's comment this out and let's make this one 3, and let's put here lychee, and let's put here 4, and let's put here oranges, GS. Okay, now let's try to execute. Okay, see, it has read all the lines. Okay, serial number, name, then 1 banana, 2 mangoes, 3 lychees, 4 oranges. Okay, and now let's go and see the text file. Here you go, it added 3 for lychee, and number 4 oranges. Okay, so this is how we write to a text file and read from a text file. Okay, so this is how we read and write to a text file. Okay, so why I'm giving this information here is it's just a motivation, okay, to make the tutorial or whatever we are going to do in future more interesting and more motivating. Okay, so that we'll be able to do some realistic kind of work. Okay, some realistic kind of programming. Okay, in the next inheritance video, okay, class inheritance video, I'll be showing about, we'll be using the same concept. Okay, data opening a file, writing to a file, and closing the file. Okay, for some data. Okay, we'll accept some data. Okay, we'll learn inheritance. We'll do within the inheritance, we'll write methods to accept data and write to the text file. Okay, we'll be writing to a CSV file in our in the next video. Okay, we'll be learning how to write to the CSV file and read it. Okay, so that is all about what we are going to learn about file handling. Okay, so in the next video I'll be providing information and the training on class inheritance. Okay, so we'll be learning in detail about inheritance. After that, okay, I may go into a little bit of some class related information, okay, some other more methods, okay, and I may go into there are some decorators, okay, what is decorator and all those information for now. Then we'll jump into NumPy followed by pandas, okay. Then we'll be going into the machine learning, okay, by using sklearn, okay, scikit-learn, okay. So I'm going to end here today. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.